Alright, so, yeah, this finally got confirmed. Now, this had been a rumor for about almost a year now that I think about it, but yes, it has been finally confirmed that Resident Evil is going to be getting a live-action TV show on Netflix. And I should be excited. I should be excited in some way or shape or form, right? It's Resident Evil and it's getting a live action TV show. Whoa, we can finally get a Resident Evil, something live action Resident Evil wise worth talking about. I wish that was the case. I really do wish that was the case. But guys, I don't think they went the right approach. They literally could have done anything, but they choose to go this... And this is straight from the horse's mouth. This is straight from Netflix's own mouth. It's literally... Okay, here's the story they're going with, and this is straight from Netflix themselves. It's about these two kids who are apparently related to Albert Wesker going to New Raccoon City and slowly discovering there's mysteries in the city. You know, this sounds really familiar. You know, this sounds, like, really strangely familiar to me, right? There was, like, two kids, and they were twins, only they didn't go to a city, they went to a small town in Oregon, and they had a crazy uncle, and they solved mysteries there that involved monsters. I can't, for the life of me, think of what that sounds familiar like, right? I just can't seem to grab the gravity of what this sounds like to me. It's just falling on me. It's just falling out of my mind. Anyway, so yeah, that's the legit story, people. That is the legit story for this Resident Evil live action show. What if you thought that like what is going on with with these live action adaptations? First, the Powerpuff Girls one coming to CW and being a drama series that's supposed to deal with it's supposed to deal with teen angst and shit. What? No, we don't like Powerpuff Girls for being Riverdale with superpowers. We like Powerpuff Girls because they beat the shit out of people and the plot's fun. It's fun. That's the thing. Resident Evil is supposed to be a horror show, not Gravity Falls with blood and gore. That's the other thing. I don't know what the rating is for this show. I don't know what the whole rating is for this TV series. They didn't say, like, it's two kids going to New Raccoon City. Keep that in mind. It's a new Raccoon City that has been built from the ashes of the old Raccoon City. So this is, I guess, taking place after Resident Evil 2 at some point. This is taking place in that point of the continuity. And really, Wesker's related? Weskers! That's who you picked! You know, it's not like the fandom already didn't shit on, a relative of Wesker way back with Resident Evil 6, right? That's totally not gonna blow up. You literally have a plethora of characters to pick from in the Resident Evil, pantheon. You got Chris, you got Claire, you've got fucking, Veronica, you've got, what? Leon! You got Leon, you've got Ada, I would even take a story with Ada Wong. Yeah, you've literally got all these characters to play with, and you just went, let's make kids of, relatives of Wesker be the main ones and make them really young. I blame Stranger Things. I really fucking do. Because if you've noticed, Stranger Things, when Stranger Things came onto Netflix, you noticed a sudden change. Whenever they tried to do something like Supernatural or whatever, they'd always try to really focus on younger audiences. So Stranger Things really I feel like Stranger Things really poisoned the well for Netflix live action wise. Animation wise, y'all sailing. Netflix animation wise, and that's the real reason I keep Netflix around is for animation. It's because on animation, y'all sailing. like Castlevania, you've got, well, I don't know how Castlevania's going to be, and if I want to watch it because of what happened with Warren Ellis, but that's a conversation for another time. Dragon's Dogma coming out soon. I'm mildly curious about Camp Cretaceous, the new Jurassic Park animated show. I'm, they're doing Devil May Cry. They're going to be doing, a lot in animation, like, again, She-Ra. You had Kipo. You had so much in here, animation-wise, that's really killing it on that ground. But at the same time, your live action is really, like, struggling here, Netflix. Like, your Avatar... And I talked about this before on Vlaire, which I don't have the video anymore, but basically when I talked about the parting between Mike and Brian with Netflix on the live-action Avatar series, there was this big rumor going around that the big reason why they split was because they wanted to make the live-action Avatar show... Netflix wanted to make this big... live-action show, make it, like, violent and sex and nudity, like Game of Thrones. No, that was deconfirmed. There was no intention of making the Avatar live-action show from either party, make it Game of Thrones, but with Avatar. There was, that wasn't the case. That was just a rumor, and and while they didn't give a real reason, it was mostly because, they just didn't agree with how they wanted to play the show. So that's why the parting happened. It wasn't because of violence or sex. It was just they were having this disagreement. Now, I don't know what that disagreement was, but that's for another time. Anyway, getting back to Resident Evil. Again, why are we focusing on new character? Because, that works so well for the movies, right? Focusing on an original character, on some character you made up for the show. Made up for the story, and not focus on anything else. Bra fucking vo, Netflix. You literally had, a plethora of ways you could do this. If you wanted to do new characters, you could have done, like, a Umbrella team going into, like, Umbrella team going into a town to stop this new T-virus or something. You literally could have made this a cool horror show, but instead you're going for Gravity Falls with just a little more violence. That was the big plan for your Resident Evil live action show, was just, hey, let's do Gravity Falls, but slap the Resident Evil tag on it because Disney will come out and beat us to death with their dicks. And by dicks, I mean lawyers' dicks. Ugh. Now, Devil's Advocate. I'm just spitballing here. And I'm sure a lot of you guys, when you heard the news too, are probably just like, it's just all spitballing here. And we haven't seen jack shit of the show. And it's not coming out till, I think, sometime next year in 2021. So keep that in mind. That's the big thing, is that we don't know what it is. It could be good. Devil's Advocate, it could be good, and I would like to come back after watching the show and just be like, turns out I was wrong. But as it stands, this is the way you want to play your dark horror show, your dark horror game that you literally could have done anything better with, and you had a plethora of characters to choose from, but no, we're just going with original characters over again, and we're just going to be telling this, we're just going to be telling us something that's already been told and feel like a bad fanfiction while we're at it. No, that's the big thing, is that this just feels like bad fanfiction. I literally had, when this got posted, I literally had to, like, do a double take to make sure this was coming straight from Netflix. I literally had to look at, like, Netflix, I had to, like make sure this was Netflix's homepage. It was legit their homepage for their social media, and I was like, what in the fuck is this? Netflix, are you even trying right now? Yeah. So, I don't know what to tell you guys. As it stands, that's 2 times now. They've announced live action stuff for franchises I like, and are now going in directions you wouldn't go to. Really? Like, right after... Like, did Netflix just go look at Powerpuff Girls' announcement and go, oh, here's my chance? That's my whole thought. But anyway, Anyway, so you guys tell me in the comments below, what do you guys think of this Resident Evil live-action show announcement? Are you guys excited? Are you guys not? I know you're already not. Let's not bullshit ourselves. But yeah, just comment below, let me know. And yeah, once again, I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.